All right, sports tonight. We're talking about a special event that is coming up this weekend. We've got Cam, Bill, and Frank joining us on the show. Cam, you are with Matson. So tell us about your involvement, not only as the corporation Matson getting involved with the Special Olympics, but you personally.
Okay, let's start off with Matson first. Matson, I work for Matson over 12 years. Right now, Matson's been a partner for Special Olympics for over 20 years. This year we decided to support this event a little bit more. We're doing a $3,000 sponsorship for equipment.
Fantastic.
And we're also sponsoring the jerseys for each team.
Oh, cool.
In the Special Olympics side, as a board member, I'm responsible for finding sponsors for food and drinks. Every event, we always provide food and drinks for the athletes, the volunteers, the coaches, and the supporters. This year, we have a bunch of supporters that helped us out this year, if I can name them. We had Triple J 5-Star, International Distributors, Pacific Grocers, Lewin Fung, the Knights of Columbus, Nico Hotel, Frontier, Fastenal Supply, Mentioned Ambrose, Lujan Towing, and Auto. That's a first-time supporter this year. Yeah, Sunny Plastics. The community gets really involved with Special Olympics, especially each quarter.
Yeah, they really do. And Bill, of course, you're with the Pony Softball Champions League. Did I get that right?
Yes.
You guys teamed up. Obviously, you've been around the sport, fast pitch or softball, for years and years. Tell us about your involvement.
Well, Guam Amateur Baseball was looking for a group to hook up with to help promote baseball in our organization. So we picked Pony Baseball, which I've worked for many years. And then we also know that Pony Baseball has a Champions League, which is a league set up for athletes with disabilities. And of course, on Guam, there's a long history of Guam Special Olympics, you know, involved in sports, trying to provide activities for their athletes. So we hooked up with Special Olympics Guam to start the Champions League. So the Champions League this is really our first year of actually having a competitive league with 6 teams. We started last year with training and having some activities with the Special Olympic athletes. And so Guam Pony Softball provides the on-field training, helping set up the games and the leagues and the use of the equipment and what skills should be taught, and sort of controls the on-field part of the activity. And Special Olympics Guam, you know, is the overall organizer, handling many of the things like Cam just said.
Yeah, you guys help provide the umpires that Frank yells at.
So
when they get the call
we
wrong.
went to we met with Frank a couple years ago and showed him our program, and he showed us his program, and the mission is parallel.
Yeah, it's a match
It's a parallel
made in heaven.
mission. So
it really is.
We're lucky to to be partners with Guam Special Olympics.
Yeah, so everyone you mentioned and who Cam mentioned has all come together, Frank, for this big softball event that's happening this weekend. Tell us about it.
It is. This weekend we're having the championship games. We have 2 divisions right now. We have the youth division, and we also have the adult division. Youth division primarily consists of middle-aged school kids and elementary school children. The adult leagues are high school and beyond. So we start at the Paseo this weekend, actually tomorrow. Opening ceremony begins at 9 o'clock. First game would be the Youth Division Championship, and that would start at 10. It ends at 11:30, and then we would have the 3rd and 4th placing playoff for the 3rd and 4th place team, and that would start at noon, ends at 1:30. And then we would go on to the adult championship, and that would start at 2 o'clock. It ends at 3:30, and then at roughly about 3:45 is when we go into the awards.
Best bet is to show up for the opening ceremony and just stay and watch the whole
And
day.
don't worry about the food. We're providing all the hot dogs you can eat, hamburgers. We'll have water there to hydrate, and you know, our sponsors. Cam has done a great job at getting sponsors to support this. And one sponsor you forgot to mention was Coke.
Okay.
I want to make sure we bring
Pepsi.
Pepsi as well.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. There's going to be a lot of people involved. It's going to be a great day. Head on out and cheer on all the teams as they vie for that championship. It's going to be a great one with the Special Olympics and all their fine partners. Right now, we're going to take a look at our Dial Rent to Own Athlete of the Week. And now it's time for your Dial Rent to Own Athlete of the Week. Well, it's a team this week because they are fresh off of an undefeated run at the FIBA Asia Tournament. Guys, congratulations. Will, tell us about the tournament and how you guys were able to just basically run the table.
It was a great tournament, great experience for all of us. The young guys, we brought in, a couple guys from off island that have lived here on Guam, we were born on Guam. And it's just, the next progression that we wanted to take to elevate the level of basketball on Guam.
And you guys have definitely done that. Let's talk about the goals going into this tournament. Did you guys set them really high, or what were you looking at going in?
Most of us had it pretty high. We wanted to win the whole thing. Finishing undefeated was one of the big goals, and one of the major ones was to be ranked. So we went from being officially unranked to being ranked 76 in the world.
Fantastic. And now, what's next as far as FIBA goes for you guys?
FIBA, well, we're just waiting. Now we move up to Pool A with the bigger countries like Australia, Philippines, China, and the next tournament is set to happen in November. So there's a possibility that the tournament might be here on Guam or away at one of the venues, that whichever pool we end up being in.
Right, and you're not sure who you're going to be going up against, but I was talking to Coach EJ before then, and he said basically whoever. You guys sharing that confidence? Yeah,
I mean, whoever it is, it's be an honor to go out there and play with them and kind of show them what Guam has, and from a small population playing against millions of people be exciting.
Right. It's great to see you guys doing things internationally. And, of course, that's what makes you guys Dial Rent to Own Athlete of the Week. And here to present the check from Dial Rent to Own, we have Felicia. It's $100 to the charity of your choice. Who are you guys going to donate to?
It's going to go to the Guam Basketball Confederation. And we're going to donate it to the youth, our youth teams. So, give them a little bit of money for travel or whatever they need.
The next generation of guys that are going to be taking your roster spot, basically.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Hopefully they take it to better places. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, guys. Guam is super proud of you for going undefeated at the FIBA Asia Tournament, and it's just the beginning. Watch out for these guys.
KUAM Sports Athlete of the Week is brought to you by